So on this channel, I've made a few videos on Google's NotebookLM and you guys seem to be really enjoying the content. But one thing that I've realized recently is that I've never done a deep dive video into one of the best features that NotebookLM has to offer, which is the studio mode. Now, for those of you that's not really sure of exactly what NotebookLM's studio mode is, it's essentially a way for you to supercharge any process or any project. For example, if you're looking to get a one-person digital product business up and running, you're going to be able to use a studio mode in so many different ways. And in today's video, I'm going to break down each one so that by the end, you're going to be able to go from a beginner to an expert when it comes to just navigating NotebookLM, generally speaking. So when it comes to being able to access it, you guys already know you're just going to go over to this URL, notebooklm.google. And if we just slow things down, for those of you that's not really sure of exactly how this AI tool works, even though by now most of you should know, but for those of you that don't, it's very similar to ChatGPT. I'm sure that you've used it. You can go into ChatGPT, have a conversation with it, and it's going to instantly respond back and give you the best answer possible. But the way that NotebookLM differs is that you're going to give it the source document, the source reference for it to refer to before it ever gives you any answer. So it's basically like you're building your own AI tool. Now, when it comes to how much it costs, you're going to be able to access it for completely free as long as you've got a Gmail email address. If I just click into plans, as you can see, they've got this free plan over here. And they do have some paid plans, Plus, Pro, and Ultra. But 99% of you watching this video right now, if you're just getting started with all of this, are going to be able to benefit a lot when it comes to using this one that you don't have to pay for. So I'm just going to click into try NotebookLM. And before you're able to proceed, you're going to have to give it the source reference for it to use. So you can either get it from a uploaded file, URL link from YouTube or just a website, Google Drive, you can copy text, or you can use this feature when it comes to just typing in a keyword and NotebookLM is going to scan the internet. So there's countless different options, but as you guys already know, one of the best ones that I like to use for this particular use case of being able to build a digital product business is to click into copy text and just give it a custom prompt so that NotebookLM knows exactly what I'm trying to build, the way that I'm trying to build it, so that it's going to be able to guide me. And remember, the purpose of today's video is to show you the studio feature on the right hand side. And when it comes to generating the best prompt possible, as you guys already know, if you're a returning viewer, is to use this tool over here called Digital Maker AI. So you're not going to have to pay anything. All you need to do is click on get started, fill out this information, and you're going to be able to now access it. And the interface is going to look something like this. There's so many different features in this AI tool as well, but it's not about Digital Maker AI today, it's about NotebookLM. So what you need to do is just select it like that. And it's going to take you through a series of different questions when it comes to the digital product that you're looking to build. So I'm going to quickly fill this out. And once I'm done, I'm going to be back ASAP and show you the next steps. Okay, perfect. So now that I've gone through all of those different questions, it's going to take maybe 10 seconds for you to complete. It's going to come back with the full prompt that you're just going to copy like this. You're going to go back over to NotebookLM and just paste everything in there just like that and then click on insert. And what it should come back with is something that looks similar to this. So it's going to give you a summary of what you're trying to build. In this case, I'm looking to build a website and I'm also looking to sell ebooks on it. That's going to be built using AI within this particular niche. But remember guys, the purpose of today's video is to showcase how all of these different features in the studio section works. So that's what we're going to be primarily focused on throughout the remainder of this video. But first things first, once you get to this point, if you are following along with what I'm doing, is that you just need to type in the word next. And what your specific notebook should do is come back with a summary of everything you need to do. It's going to break everything down. You can take a look if there's anything you want to change. You're going to be able to go back to Digital Maker AI and change it. But it's also going to come back with all of the different phases that you're going to take. Essentially all of the different steps when it comes to building out the digital product that you're looking to build. And the reason why I like this is because it's going to be very detailed when it comes to all of the different minute steps that you need to take, from building the actual digital product, building the landing page, everything you need to do when it comes to getting traffic, all of the information that's going to be required for you to succeed. And the reason why it's able to do this is because, of course, it's a Google AI product, and Google is the #1 website in the entire world, which means that when it comes to the data that they hold, they're going to be able to point you in the right direction for you to be able to take the best steps possible. So I would say that this is one of the best ways of using AI, when it comes to NotebookLM in particular. You're going to be able to program it in this way, go through everything, and it's going to be able to give you all of the steps that you need to take. But now that you understand exactly how you can program your NotebookLM, let's just go back to the studio section over here. And I want to show you how powerful this can be. So we're going to go through each one and I'm going to point out a couple things. Let's start off with audio overviews. So with this one, you're basically going to be able to create a podcast episode. And the reason why this feature is really good is because when it comes to the content that a lot of us listen to on a regular basis, whether that's regular YouTube videos, we're scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or we're just watching podcast episodes, it's not really tailored to us specifically. People make podcast episodes and it's for a general audience. However, with this feature, you're going to be able to create a realistic sounding podcast and you're going to be able to tailor it around whatever problem you're dealing with. And they're also going to be able to mention you by name as well. So it's going to have 2 podcast hosts, of course, done by AI. You're not going to be able to tell that it's AI speaking. And this is what I do when it comes to different projects that I'm working on. Whenever I'm at the gym, whenever I go for a run, whenever I'm driving, whatever it is, I like to sometimes listen to these AI podcasts and make sure that it's tailored around the thing that I'm building, because I'm going to be able to get in-depth information that's going to be targeted towards what I need to hear. And when it comes to doing this, it's really straightforward as well, because all you need to do is select the format that you want to go with, whether you want it to be a deep dive, if you want it to be brief, if you want it to be critical, or you want it to be debate style. You're going to be able to select any one of these. You can also select the language as well. There's so many different options when it comes to whatever language you want the podcast episode to be in. If you want it to be short, medium, or long, you can also do that. And you're also going to be able to enter all of the details over here. So what I've said is create a podcast episode to help me with limiting beliefs about getting this ebook created. I want it to be motivational and refer to me by name. And I just put my name there, which is Sam. So this is a quick prompt that I've entered. I would say you might want to be a lot more specific than this, but even with this one sentence, it's going to be able to do a good job. So I'm just going to click on generate and I'm going to wait for it to do its thing. And by the way, guys, the way that we're going to do this is that I'm going to go through each one of these different things. They could take around 5 to 10 minutes for them to generate. So we're going to go through each one. And once everything has been completed, we're going to go through every single one. I'm going to show you the podcast. I'm going to show you this one, that one, once everything is all said and done. So let's move on to one of the next ones, which is video overviews. And this is one of my next favorite ones because what you're able to do is something similar to the podcast one that I showed you, but instead you're able to make a video. So if you're trying to understand the problem, maybe you're trying to overcome some sort of obstacle and you want to watch a video that's going to get you through it, you're going to be able to use this feature. Now, for example, let's say if I got stuck on building my website and I wasn't really sure on exactly how to do it. Of course, there's going to be steps within the actual blueprint that NotebookLM came back with. But if I wanted to watch a video on any part of the process, I'm going to be able to click on explainer, say that I want it to be classic in terms of the visual style. Of course, I'm going to leave it on English and I'm going to say that I want the video to focus on helping me understand how to create my website using Hostinger's AI website builder. Again, it does give me all of the steps that I need to take in terms of the link, the prompt, everything I need to copy and paste for me to get my website built in 30 seconds. But I'm just showing you this as an example when it comes to you getting a deeper understanding on any part of the process. So I'm going to leave it like this and then click on generate. One of the next features in studio mode is mind map. Now I have to be honest, this is a feature that I don't really use that often. Now I do make mind maps all the time for the different businesses that I'm running. I do it on a monthly, quarterly basis, but I don't really use NotebookLM for this. But I would say that it's worth trying out if you're a complete beginner and you're not really sure of exactly how to construct your own mind map. And again, the benefit of this is that it's going to be custom made. Because if I just click into this one over here, product details, it's going to give me a breakdown of exactly what I'm trying to build, ebook, the niche, the skill level, and the goal that I have. If I click into phase 1, it's going to let me know exactly what I need to do here. Same thing with step 2, it's going to tell me everything that I need to think about in all of these different steps. But I'd say the best part about the mind map feature is that when you now click into any one of these different elements, it's going to open up a new discussion and it's going to expand on that particular point. But swiftly moving on to one of the next features in the studio mode, which is reports. Now with this one, you're able to select any one of these different reports, or you're going to be able to create your own. So if you wanted to make a blog article, if you wanted a report on a specific thing, so I could make a report, I don't know, on how to master my SEO for this digital product a lot more effectively. I'm going to be able to type that in there, get a full report on everything I need to know. Or if I just wanted to, let's say, get a strategic plan, I'm going to be able to click on this and just wait for it to finish loading. Now with flashcards, you're basically going to be able to use it when it comes to quizzing yourself on if you have an understanding of whatever you're trying to learn. So what I could type in over here is create flashcards testing me on each part of getting this digital product store created so I know if I'm ready or not. I'm also going to be able to change the difficulty level as well if I want it to be easy, medium, or hard. So this is definitely a feature that you can try out. Again, it's not something that I use on a regular basis, but I'm just going to click on generate. And what you're going to notice is that all of the different things that you're building are going to start loading up over here. Let's move on to quiz. So this is very similar to the flashcard. I'm just going to enter this in. I'm going to say create a quiz, testing me on each part of getting this digital product store built. Something like that. You're going to be able to adjust the questions, the difficulty once again. I'm going to leave it as it is and then click on generate. Moving on to infographics. So this is a way for you to use Nano Banana when it comes to making an infographic that you're going to be able to use in whatever way that you want. It's going to have text on it. It's going to have images, and you can use it for advanced things, but you can also use it for simple things. If you wanted to create an infographic breaking down every single step in the blueprint of getting your digital product business built, and you now wanted to print that infographic out, stick it on your wall so that you can look at it every single day, you're going to be able to enter a simple prompt, something like this. What I've said is create an infographic showing the exact blueprint roadmap of going from 0 sales to my first sale with this specific digital product using SEO. So I'm just going to leave it like that, say that I want it to be detailed, and then click on generate. With this next feature, slide deck, it's basically like you creating a presentation. So you can click on presenter slides, say that you want it to be either long or default or short. Again, select the language, and it's going to create step-by-step slides based on the prompt that you've entered. So we can see that that slide deck is now generating right now. And finally, if we just go over to data tables. So this is one of the latest ones that they've added to the studio section. And the way that this works is that you're able to create data tables on anything that's going to be within your sources. If you want to organize URL links or any type of data, to be honest, that's within your sources, you're going to be able to use this feature. So for now, I'm just going to enter this in. And all I'm telling NotebookLM to do is create a data table with all of the links that I need for me to get this digital product built. And I've told it that I want it in 2 columns, name and the actual URL. So we're just going to click on generate, and that's basically it. So what we're going to do now is go through each different one by one. So let's start off with audio overviews. Remember, we created that podcast episode. So I'm just going to play a short snippet of it just so that you guys know exactly how it sounds and what you're able to go away and do yourself.
Sam, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to do me a favor. Just look at your desk or your kitchen table, wherever you do your work. I want you to visualize that one project, you know, the one that's been kind of haunting you. Maybe it's that ebook on investing or a guide to something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
It's that idea that gets you all excited. But then the moment you sit down to actually do it, just silence.
It's the blinking cursor of doom.
So yeah, guys, just like that, as you can see, that's what it was able to come back with. It mentioned me by name. It introduced exactly what it was going to talk about, which is why I told it in terms of the limiting beliefs. And the best part about this is that I'm going to be able to repeat that process over and over again and make multiple different podcasts for me to listen to. But moving on to the next one, which is video overviews. So with this one, we told it that we want to make a video helping us when it comes to knowing how to build out the website and the landing page. This is perfect for any beginner out there that's not really tech savvy and they want to get somewhat of a mini course to help them through it. So here is the video that it was able to make. Let me just click on play.
And here it is, the Hostinger AI website builder. The easiest way to think about this is like having your own personal web developer on call. You don't need to know a single line of code. You don't need a degree in design. You just have to be able to describe what you want, and the AI literally translates your words into a real working website. It's built for creators, not for coders.
So yeah, that's a short snippet of what it was able to do. Of course, I just played a few seconds of it. There's going to be 5 minutes in total that I'm going to be able to listen to, and it's going to break down all of the steps and everything that I need to do. The mind map, I've already shown you how that works. So let's move on to reports. If I just click on reports, which is going to be this one. So this is the type of report that it's able to come back with. As you can see, it's standard. It's broken down everything I need to do when it comes to being able to grow this in a strategic way. If you're someone that likes to read, you're going to be able to make detailed reports on any part of the entire process. And when it comes to testing yourself on any part of the process, you're going to be able to do that, of course, with flashcards and quizzes. So let me just show you the flashcard first. This is basically what it's going to look like. It's going to take you through these different questions, and you can now click on see answer and see if you got it right or not. So let's test it out. What is the designated product type for this digital business plan? So of course it's going to be ebook. Let's click on see answer. There we go. So you're going to be able to do this over and over again with all of these different flashcards. Similar thing with the quiz. If I just click into this, it's going to be a standard quiz that you can use when it comes to just learning a lot more about whatever your source reference documents are. E.g. with this one, if we just make it full screen. First question is, in the digital income blueprint, what is the primary objective of the phase 1 checklist? So I'm going to click on one of them. Let me just click into this one. There we go. That's right. If we click on next, it's now going to take me through all of these different questions. So yeah, I definitely find this helpful when it comes to learning something new. Let's go over to infographic, which is going to be this one. Let's just open it up. Again, this is something that you're going to be able to use whether you want to maybe print it and stick it on your bedroom wall. You can wake up every single day, look at exactly what you need to do, define your audience, create your digital product, brand yourself, build your platform, monetize, SEO and growth strategy. And bear in mind that everything I'm showing you is going to be customized to you as long as you've created your prompt using Digital Maker AI. That's the good thing about NotebookLM. What I'm showing you now is based on what I've told it. But if you told it that you want to build a different type of digital product in a different niche, you're going to be able to get a completely different infographic based on what you need to do. But let's check out slide deck. And by the way, guys, I've not seen this before. I'm just looking at all of this for the first time. Let's click into this. Let's make it full screen. Okay, so this is the slide deck. Looks very well done, very professional, and I'm actually surprised by what it was able to do. So it's got all of the slides in terms of what I'm going to need to do to get this digital product built. And if you don't like it for whatever reason, you're going to be able to change it. If you want it to play automatically like a regular slideshow, you're going to be able to click this button at the top. And finally, within the studio mode in NotebookLM, we're just going to take a look at the data tables feature. So let's try and find it. I think it's this one. Let me just click into it. Okay, perfect. So remember, I told it that I wanted to give me every single link that I'm going to need when it comes to executing all of this. So it's done just that. It's given me Gamma, which is where I'm going to make the ebook. It's given me Digital Maker when it comes to being able to get the custom prompts. It's also given me hosting as link. I'm going to be able to organize all of these different links, including Meta if I want to run Meta ads, ChatGPT, so on and so forth. And this is just one basic example of the type of data table that you're going to be able to get. If I just click on more, as you can see, you're going to be able to export it directly to Sheets. And the only reason why I'm showing this to you, even though it's very simplistic, is because it just goes to show that NotebookLM is able to do a lot of things. Even if you wanted it to organize data, it's going to be able to do it with a click of a button. But yeah, guys, for the most part, I would say that those are some of the most interesting features within NotebookLM, specifically the studio mode. There's some other ways that you can use it. There's some other ways that you can apply it, not just to digital products, but I've got another video coming out real soon where I'm going to be able to expand on all of those different methods. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss that future video. And press the like button if you got any sort of value from this video whatsoever. And if you wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where in this video, I'm going to be able to show you step by step what you need to do when it comes to building and launching a digital product from scratch. Even if you're a complete beginner, you're going to be able to watch that by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this. It's helped out countless people. And I'm sure if you're able to watch it from the very start all the way to the very end, it's going to be able to help you out as well. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.